Hello, everybody. I'm just going to tighten up what I've learned so far with For the Lord is Good by James Hall, written by John Peters. I'm just going to be tightening up what I've already done with it. And then if we have a little time, maybe I'll go further because there's key changes now. I've made it to the end and there's key changes that I have to get to. So I'm going to go through it slowly at first, and then I'm going to try to pick up the pace so I get my fingers used to playing this song. Okay. Whoa. It's early in the morning. Whoa, that's wrong. Whoa. All right, let's start over again. Go real slow. I'm going to stay right there because my fingers. I need to do this a few times so I can get used to it. One thing about me is I started off learning block chords. Wasn't melody heavy. And so it's handicapped my playing because it's dry because it's all block chords. So now I'm trying to incorporate putting melody on top of the songs when I learn them, which is where you're supposed to start. But when you're not formally trained, these kind of things happen. You know, formal training, they start you off with the scales and stuff. They start you off with little melodies, whether it's Mary Had a Little Lamb or something like that. And I've gone to those classes when I was little. I remember my father sent me to a jazz school, and I didn't like it very much because I wanted to get right into the chords and stuff. And that's where a lot of beginners, especially non-formal trained and self-taught people, mess up. They go right for the chords, and now I'm a block chord king, but it's hard when I try to incorporate the melody line into what I'm playing. So I'm trying to get myself out of that. And imagine being 48 years old 47 years old trying to do that. It's crazy. But I'm going to do it because I have to. So, yeah, right. And this is easy right here, but I don't know, for some reason my fingers want to move. And as you can see, it doesn't have to move. That's the first chord. That's the second one. But my mind wants to jump somewhere. So I'm getting trapped there. I'm getting stuck. See, my hand wants to move. I guess that's a signal to practice just those two chords, right? Now let me practice those three. I guess I really should be practicing that intro, right? Whoa, see? Messed up there. Where did I mess up? I don't remember. That was okay. We fixed it. Whoa, that's wrong. Whoa. Whoa, I keep on wanting to do that. My hand keep on doing that there. It shouldn't. See, it was forming to do this. Once I make a mistake, it's an avalanche of mistakes. It keeps on happening over and over again. I hate it. I do a mistake one time and I do it over and over again. But if I learn it the right way one time, it falls apart. I don't understand it. My brain, hate it. See? It's so easy to mess up. Hard to do right. easy to do wrong. Come on here. That's a sermon. Shando Bahasa. Right? It's so easy to do wrong. So easy to do wrong. But when you try to do right, the devil's always on your track trying to hinder you. My Lord, my Lord. I forgot that at the beginning. One part I do. Wonder how to incorporate that. Just to make things different. Whoa. Nope. Now I lost my place. Okay. All right. Here we go. Oh my gosh, I'm getting them mixed up. Wait a minute. Ooh, what? I heard a lick in the song somewhere. I know this chord, but for some reason the way it's placed is tripping me up. I play this chord all the time. It's crazy that I can't go to it now because it's in a different context. I guess my hands aren't used to it, and that's why I'm doing this how I'm doing it with this channel, learning 12 songs in 12 keys at least. I'm gonna do more, of course. That's my plan. If I want to keep on running this channel, I just keep on learning songs in every key, right? But that's the beauty of learning songs in every key. So when you learn songs like this one, it's not like your fingers are not tripping you up. I guess that's the point. I wouldn't know because I don't have that experience yet, but I guess I'll confirm it in the coming months. Because once I learn the 12 songs and 12 keys, I'm going to come back to this song and like re-listen to it and relearn it and see what I could come up with then. That'll be a cool video, right? What I've learned type video. No. Come on. So it goes between the 4 and the 1 multiple times. Yeah, the placement is tripping me up. Never played things like this before, but that's the beauty of Jon Peters. He just plays things like no one has ever done it before. If you was watching the other video, I was talking about how when I was learning from this jazz book, it was talking about the structure of chord structure. And it was talking about how a lot of jazz musicians, I think it's called the bebop style. They just take the 1 and the 7 or the 1 and the 3. So the 1 and the 3 of the D minor, and the 1 of the 3, the 1 in the 7 of the G. I think that's a G dominant. I think it's some type. Well, that's right up on the screen. Duh. Whoa. G minor 7. I forget I have Meticulous telling me what the chords are. So, where was I here? Okay. Yeah, it's the D minor 7, right? Okay. So the 1 and the 3. And G augmented 7. I don't know about that. Okay. That's a dominant though. It's some type of dominant. I know it's saying augmented 7, but that's a dominant. Has the tritone in it. Anytime we got the tritone in, it's a dominant. I think. I'll be saying stuff like I know. know a little bit of theory, just a little bit. I don't know why I tried to do that, but I'm seeing. I'm wondering if there's a. I guess I should listen to the. See, my fingers want to do something else. I don't know. It's like the chords are easy. These are all chords I've played before, but like my finger is like not. My fingers are not cooperating. They want to go somewhere else instead of hitting the obvious note, which is crazy to me. I'll tell you one thing: you learning to play piano, you learn a lot about yourself. I've learned a lot about myself. Yikes! And just learning about learning, which is a curiosity to me, how we learn as humans. Yeah, start playing the piano. You'll learn about learning. Whew, in a most harsh way. Most harsh way. See, I forgot it already. I can be fancy and add chords to it since I know what it is actually. It's like the old chords that I learned when I first started. Anointing fall on me. Well, how's it? See, one of the first songs I should have learned in every key, right? Right. Fall. Let's see. Fall on me. He said, okay. All right, let me get back to it because this is a train wreck. All right, so. It's those anointing fall on me chords in a different context. Is it? Is it? I gotta double check with the album. Whoa. Oh my gosh. What was my finger doing going to the That's it. Lord, he is good. I keep on wanting to go to the what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep on wanting to go to the 6, but it's the 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 7, 7, 4, 7. I need to start calling numbers out, just so I can learn how to use the number system. 7, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 6. So 4, 7, 3, 6, 2, 5. Sharp 5, I guess. What do you call that how do you address that in the number system? Would you sharp it, or would you lower it? So would it be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Would it be a flat 6, or would it be a sharp 5? How do you address that when you're? I never heard that called out, so I don't know. Y'all help me out in the comment section. What is that? If y'all here, you're probably not here to hear this anyway. So. To 6. Right. So 4, 6. 4, 6 to the 5. To the 7, that goes 4, 7. But my hand wants to go 4, 6. 3, 6, 2, 5, 6, 4, 6. Then they take it out. Is that no? What did I do? That was crazy. See, I did it again. No. Whoa. And B. 3, 6, 6, 2, 2, 5. All right, I gotta listen to the album, see how many times they went up. So I'm not even gonna go that far right now. When I relearn it, then I'm not gonna do this today. I'm not gonna do it today. Just trying to fix up what I know. All right, so we got to the end of what I know now for where I am. All right, let's go back to the beginning. Let's clean it up a little bit. Try to get to playing speed. Not quite there yet. All right. Whoa. Whoa, see, messing up See, I'm gonna do it like that too. I think I like that better, but I think on the album it was. But either one could be used, right? It doesn't have to be like the album, right? All right. Right. Whoa. If I wanted to get real Baptist, which I'm not, but I played for one for 12 years, so it's in me now. We'll start from way from the beginning. Let's go. Whoa. Whoa, went too fast there. Damn it. Jeez. Okay, maybe I should should flesh out what the numbers on this. No. Whew. Okay. All right, so 1, 2, 5, 1, 4, what? 3? Yeah, 3. 2, 5, 1. So it starts on the 2, 5, 1. 2, 5, 1, 4, 3, 1, 4, 6. Two, five, 1, 4, 3. 3, 1, 3, 1, 4, 6. 3, 4, 1, 6. 3, 4, 1, 6 pattern. 3, 4, 1, 6. But not really. It's a dominant, right? Okay. 4, 6. If I was playing it regular. 3, 1, and then the 4. Then it goes to the 3. Back to the 1. Could do it like that too. No, whoa, come on. So my mind is mixing the patterns up. Kirk Franklin used to do this a lot in the 90s, this chord right here with the melodies from heaven. Used to kind of hinge right there. Melodies from heaven, rain down on me, rain down on me. Okay, so. Give me a minute, I gotta plug up my laptop. Okay. See, it's the pattern that's screwing me up. No. Why I keep on wanting to do that? I guess it was right. Well, jeez. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Too many times, but I need to do it more anyway to get it under my finger. That part trips me up right there. Oh my God, that trips me up so bad. I don't know why. All right. James, you're in B. You're in the key of B. I could incorporate that into, what is that? Yeah, okay, there it is. Makes that transition. It's the 7. It's this. No, wait a minute. 3. Thing goes up again. So we're in C now. Yeah. I said I wasn't gonna go that far, but I then took it up twice. I need to really listen to the CD to figure it out, but I don't have it pulled up on YouTube right now. So, all right, I've gone an hour doing this. I feel like I could go some more, but I got another video to do of me going through the 12 keys. I haven't done that yet. But wow, okay, we're just cleaning it up. We're gonna clean it up some more, and then I'm going to revisit this later on when I actually accomplish my goal. and see how that impacts how I learn it. And I know, this is probably a terrible rendition. I probably am butchering this song because I feel like I'm really trash. But that doesn't matter, right? That doesn't matter. It's the fact that I'm learning, and this is something I have to go through and do. I'm putting myself out there, kind of a little bit ashamed, but whatever. Just showing my vulnerabilities, showing that, and I'm sure people in my local area probably will see this stuff eventually, but they already know. They already know that I'm trash, so it's whatever. I'm going to get better. That's my goal, to get better. And being a little bit vulnerable and stuff, it's real, right? It's none of that, oh God, I asked the Lord to I hate when people do this. I asked the Lord to give me the talent, and just one day I woke up and I was able to play like I'm playing today. No, that's not how it works. It's a fantastic story. It's nice fairy tale, but that's not how it goes. Just some learn faster than the others. I'm a slow learner, and it takes me a while, obviously, because practicing "Oh Give Thanks" in all 12 keys, and it's like going badly. I mean, I'm getting it. It's faster. I could go through "Oh Give Thanks" in all 12 keys in 8 minutes, but it's not without its mistakes and hesitation. And I'm trying to get over the mistakes, and I'm known for just screwing up royally on piano and just making mistakes. And it's cleaned up over the years. I mean, it was terrible in the 90s. I used to play for this choir when I was in high school. We used to sneak over to the rival high school on early days when the rehearsal was at the other high school. The other high school was blacker than the one I was in. I was in the Puerto Rican high school. It didn't have as many of us black folk there. And I know I look Puerto Rican, but I'm not. I'm black. I'm black and indigenous. My mom's Native American. My dad is black. But so I fit right in, I look just like the Latinos in the school, but the black school on the other side of town had the real gospel choir. I started the gospel choir in my high school, and it was good. It was a good choir. But we used to sneak over to Weaver High School on the other side of town, and they had Professor Thomas Mitchell over there, and he had that choir singing, and I would go over there and he let me play. I'm thankful he let a trash piano player like me play, but we were all students. We were all playing. We was all doing our thing. It was a student ran choir, so he would teach me and show me a couple chords, and then I would play it and I would screw it up, but I would get through it. But as I started to go through the 2000s and started playing for my church, and we had a praise and worship team, that's when praise and worship was getting really big. We formed a really, really good praise and worship team. They sounded good. We had one bishop come in. He said, "Man, the voices, y'all just sound like y'all been singing for years." And that's the case. We've been singing together for years. And so we had gotten so good, we were starting to get singing with. We sang one concert with James Hall. It was heard that he said they need work. Well, it was really the musicians that needed work, because it was me on the keyboard, and I effed it up completely in front of the gospel, one of my favorite gospel music artists of all time. And of course I would mess it up in front of him because I was intimidated. This was like 15, 20 years ago or whatever. We was all at a concert and we sang in front of him. And so, but we was getting gigs like that. But I gotten better during that time because so many live performances. And then when I got to the Big Baptist Church around 2007, and had to learn all those songs. That's when everything changed for me. I wasn't using transpose no more because I was learning those songs in the right keys, and just by that alone, I guess osmosis is that what it is? All of a sudden, I was able to play in at least the common keys. If you caught me in E flat, you caught me in C sharp. If you caught me at F, G maybe not so much. G is tough for me for some reason, I don't know. F sharp and A flat and B flat. I was good in those keys. I was fine in C. And then they had a male chorus, and they was always doing songs in D, E, and A. All the quartet songs was in D, E, and A, and G. So learning multiple of that stuff. So then I was able to get through a service and not worry about it. but still I didn't sit down and like really take songs in every key and just do it. I never did that. And so that's still a hindrance. And the fact that I didn't learn properly is a problem. It's a problem. I didn't learn properly. I was self-taught. I never took classes. That's taking classes and doing formal training is a hindrance in itself, especially if you're playing live music like we do in the gospel world. But it's a hindrance, and so now I'm having to relearn everything as a older learner now, because I'm like 47, so I'm a middle-aged learner. That's tough, learning stuff in your middle ages and having to kind of start all over again and just break down and everything. That's a tough thing, but YouTube gives me an incentive to do it. So it's like it's an incentive in your savings. It's YouTube, right? It's supposed to record you, right? So this is a way to hold myself accountable and show my progress. I want to see my progress. I want to see what it's good to track yourself. Bring awareness, if you're getting spiritual with it, anytime you bring awareness to something, awareness is God, right? That's a deep spiritual concept. The black church and the church world in general don't really talk about that, but that's going into like the new age stuff a little bit, but I find it to be true. Anything you put awareness on, it changes. Yeah. And so if you think about it, even in scientific research, I think they call it the observer effect. Anything you start to watch, it changes. Even molecules and whatnot. You start looking at molecules. If you put an eye on molecules, they start to change because you looked at it. It's called the observer, or look it up. It's the observer effect. That's awareness. Energy, vibration, all that stuff. Music is energy, vibration. God is energy and vibration. How you think is omnipresent? I don't believe God is a gender, right? God is just God. Oh boy, I don't want to go too deep into that. I might get thrown out of my own YouTube channel by doing that. Heresy, he says. No. I believe, whatever. I went too far off the rails for some of you. I'm sorry. But I want to bring awareness to what I'm doing. I want to bring God into what I'm doing. I want to observe and watch and see my progress. And that alone will bring some kind of change. And so this is an incentive, and I'm glad to be doing this. And I'm going to keep on going. Whether you watching or not, I don't care. If I have an audience, that's fine. That's beautiful. That helps too, to have an audience, a community of people to push you to be better. That's great too. That's something that gospel music has lacked. When I was growing up in gospel, the community lacked. We didn't have community. It was like people wouldn't show you nothing. They would tell you to watch. But they wouldn't show you nothing. They really wouldn't. And so you had people like Wheatworks Show Me That coming out with stuff, and now all of a sudden it changed. And then you have Hear and Play, Jermaine Griggs, right? You got those people. And now you got VA Music Ministry. You got Sean Wilson Piano. You got a whole bunch of Gospel Clubhouse. You got C-Dub, right? But it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that when I first started to play. I had to chase people down to show me a few chords. Huh? And then you was off to your own devices. You had to sit down and listen to music and learn it. And that's how, I remember when I first started playing, Mark Hubbard was one of the first gospel artists. He was another one that was a change agent in the 90s. His music was different, man. It was something. Mark Hubbard, man. I know he's supposed to be on Hez label and put out a single on Hez label, but Hez hasn't put anybody else out. You got Patrick Riddick over there. You got Mark Hubbard over there. The only two that Hez really put out was Vincent and Kevin Lemons, R.I.P. But there was Mark Hubbard's supposed to be coming out with something too. I'm like, come on, hurry up. I need Mark Hubbard. Matter of fact, Mark Hubbard, if you're listening, bro, like, what happened to your 90s music? I need to see it on Google Play. I need to see it on YouTube Music. All your albums in the 90s, I need that first one. That first one with that, I think the first song had the Orlando Draper wrote a song for you or something. Y'all don't know nothing about Orlando Draper. Y'all don't know about him. Oh my God, choir master of the '90s. I think the first song, I think it was written by Orlando Draper. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. Come on, everybody, lift your voices. Let's gather in the sanctuary on one accord. Oh my God, Mark Hubbard was crazy in the '90s. Mark, release all your albums from the '90s. I need all of them. The No I Won't Turn Back album, the No Condemnation album. I need all of them from the '90s. The I Will Abide with Paul Morton and Deborah Morton. Oh my God. Like, dude, I need all your music from the '90s. All of it. All of it. I got like 5 albums missing that I can't find nowhere online. And that sucks. Did Ty Scott have the rights to it and you don't? Like, bro, like, release that. Release the records. Ty Scott. Leonard Scott. Dr. Leonard Scott. Is he still in charge of Ty Scott? Is Ty Scott still around? Huh? Dr. Leonard Scott, come on. Mark, release your music. Jeez, and I would have, I wanted to learn a song. I wanted to learn a song off of Mark Hubbard's. It was on the first song on side B. That's when we had cassette tapes. It was the first, I forget it. Was it Condemnation or something like that? For No Condemnation or something like that. I think there is therefore, no condemnation to those who are in Christ Jesus. It was like a jazz song. Dun, 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 dun. Boom, boom. I can't find it nowhere. And I had it. I wanted to learn it. Couldn't figure out what the chords were. And so there was a minister who came and did a revival. As a matter of fact, he was he could sing real good. He could play. His name was I think it was Bernard Lawson. He was out of Ohio. And he sang, matter of fact, he sang, lead on a Sandra Crouch album back in the '90s. Sandra Crouch, Andre Crouch's sister. She did a couple albums in the album. It was the Yellow Cover album. And, Bernard Lawson sang a lead on one of her, my dad was so proud of that. He was like, oh, he's a recording artist. He wasn't. He just did a lead on a Sandra Crouch song. My dad was so excited. He was a pastor back then, my dad, before he died. He was so excited. We got Bernard Lawson here. So I asked Bernard Lawson, because we had an extra room in our apartment. And so anytime a revivalist or somebody homeless or something, they need to come in, they would stay in the extra room in our house. So Bishop Lawson, Bernard Lawson was around, and so he stayed at our house. And so I was like, Pastor, can you show me this song? And he couldn't show me the song. I'm like, what's that? What's up with that? You know how to play. You can't show me this song? And I wanted to learn it so bad, and I could not figure it out. I wish I could get my hands on it now. I'm sure I could learn it now, but like, I had to figure stuff out on my own. Nobody could show me nothing. Nobody wanted to show you anything, or neither could they. They didn't still know what it was. And like, dude, you play the piano and you sing. Like, you have an ear better than me if you sing. Like, how don't you know? It was so disappointing. He's so talented too. Like, what? You can't show me this. You don't know what these chords are. Oh man, but yeah, it was a struggle back in the '90s. So like, now I'm handicapped. I'm like out here like struggling. And now there's no excuse. That's my own laziness and my own like avoidance and my own procrastination now that's hindered me for the last 20 years. Anything you want to play is on the internet. It's there. So there's no excuse. Like I remember a guitar player that was at Hope at the Baptist church I played for, Hopewell Baptist Church in Windsor, Connecticut. And he was like, listen, he was like, there's no excuse for any musician that want to learn these days because everything is on YouTube. And that's true. That's true. There's no excuse. So I'm fleshing this out and I'm pulling all the resources I can. And I'm just going to anytime I get on this keyboard and practice, I'm going to videotape it, no matter how boring or whatever. I'm just going to do it because this is what I need to give me the kick in the pants to do what I need to do what I've been avoiding for like 25, 30 years. is like actually getting on this keyboard and learning every key. And right now, I have no distractions really. The only distraction I have is TV and phone. Nobody's calling. Nobody's calling me. You know, I'm married, but you be married all day and still be lonely, right? All the friends I had, they're all doing other stuff. They don't call and check on me or nothing. I don't get nobody checks on me or nothing like that. I don't get no calls or nothing like that. I don't get no texts. My phone is dry. The only thing that's going on in my phone is me searching and doom scrolling all the time. So like it's any hindrance to my playing is all me. I have no friends around to hinder my progress. I don't have people talking about let's go out and have some drinks tonight. None of that's going on. None of that's going on. Other than like a few concerts that's going on in my area, but like I'm too lazy to get up and go to those because like work got me shot. Like I'm always tired. Because overnight as a trucker, I'm doing like 50 hours a week. I'm too tired to do anything. So like the only hindrance is myself. So just turn on the video, just turn on the camera. I have this whole setup. I bought all this equipment and stuff. I'm like, yeah, let me go ahead and let me do this. Let me do this and hey, I have the pleasure of building up a YouTube channel at the same time, because what I'm seeing about YouTube is just really a numbers game. All those don't buy no course on YouTube, because let me tell you, none of that I'm about to cuss. None of that stuff work. I got to work on my mouth. None of that shit work for real. They talk about these courses that talk about how to build a YouTube. None of it works. None of it. It don't work. What I did find is that it's a numbers game, and I had a YouTube channel before, but it got demonetized, and I stopped working on it because it was like, okay, this ain't going nowhere. Once it's demonetized, you might as well forget it. Like, why am I going to try it? It has 8,500 subs. I was making at least $400 a month off of it until YouTube demonetized me. So I know a little bit about building a YouTube, and what I found out is that the more you post, it doesn't matter what you title the video, you keep on posting. If you post 3,000 videos, you gonna get followers. That's just point blank. It's a numbers game. You just gotta post. Just keep on posting. And so that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, so there's an incentive right there to build up my YouTube channel, and just show my progress and have an online diary of what I'm doing, a vlog, a video log, a vlog, not a blog, a vlog. Right? Do one of those things, and 5 years, 10 years from now, I say, oh, look at how far I come. Look how far the Lord, come on here, the Lord has brought me from a mighty long ways. Yes, sir, Lord Jesus. He brought me from a mighty long way. And I have a little legacy, something for my children once I'm gone from here. They could look back at Daddy's YouTube channel. And I'm gonna save the videos too, and put them in put them on a flash drive or something, or put them in. I don't want to put it in the cloud, because like you don't control the cloud. You may pay for the cloud, but you don't control it. So I'm saving all my videos, because you don't control YouTube either. They're starting to do some funny stuff with the algorithms and stuff like that too. So all right. So I done talked long enough. But thank you for watching. Well, maybe let me play it one more time through. How about that? Why not? Been here this long. Why not? mistakes are coming up. Oh. There's a transition there that I haven't learned yet. I need to, falling apart. Oh my God. I think that's what they do. Right. Okay. I'm gonna end the video, but I want to see something. Yeah. Okay. I think that's the transition into the next key. All right, we'll end it there. All right, thanks for watching. Talk soon. Bye.